The world's largest economy just stopped paying its own people, airports are slowing down, national parks are closed, hundreds of thousands of government workers are sitting at home, waiting. This isn't a movie. This is the United States government shutdown of 2025, now entering its second month, and already shaping up to be one of the costliest in US history. How did the richest country on earth end up here? Unable to fund itself, locked in political paralysis, and burning billions of dollars every week? Today, on Talk Maniac, we're breaking down the story behind America's shutdown crisis. What caused it, who's suffering, how it's shaking the economy, and what it says about the future of American power itself. October 1st, 2025, when the clock struck midnight, the US federal government officially ran out of money to operate. Congress failed to pass a spending bill, or even a temporary continuing resolution. And when that happens in America, the government legally shuts down. That means non-essential agencies close. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees are furloughed. Millions more continue working without pay because their jobs are considered critical. By mid-October, over 750,000 federal workers had either been furloughed or forced to work without pay, from airport screeners to food inspectors, from climate researchers to NASA engineers, all waiting for Washington to agree on something. But this time, it's not just about budgets, it's about power. This crisis started where most American crises start. In Congress, the Republican-controlled House wanted deep spending cuts, particularly in social programs and environmental funding. Democrats, led by President Biden, refused to sign any bill that gutted federal support programs or reversed climate spending. The result? Deadlock, a political chess game where real people are the pawns. Shutdowns used to be a last resort. Now, they've become a political weapon, a tool to force the other side into submission. Each side blames the other. Republicans call it fiscal responsibility. Democrats call it hostage politics. But outside Washington's echo chamber, regular Americans just call it chaos. For most Americans, government shutdown sounds like a headline, but for hundreds of thousands, it's a financial nightmare. Meet the federal employee who didn't get her paycheck on Friday, the single mom who works at a federal agency and just saw her rent due with zero balance in her account. Or the small contractor whose biggest client, the government, suddenly stopped paying invoices. Furloughed workers can't plan. Contractors lose business. And while Congress argues, families are taking loans just to survive. Even after the shutdown ends, the damage lingers. Delayed payments, interest piling up, and lost trust in a system that seems broken. In Washington, they call it non-essential. But for these people, it's their life. Shutdowns aren't just political theater, they're economic sabotage. According to the Congressional Budget Office, every week of shutdown shaves off about 0.1% of U.S. GDP growth. If it continues through November, the U.S. could lose $14 billion in output. That's not theoretical. That's real money. Gone forever. Federal workers without pay spend less. Tourism collapses near national parks. Small businesses depending on government contracts run out of cash. And here's the kicker. Even when the shutdown ends, much of the lost productivity never comes back. The 2019 shutdown, just 35 days long, cost America nearly $11 billion. This one, it's already longer, and the economy is weaker. So when politicians call it temporary pain, economists call it long-term damage. But beneath the headlines lies something deeper, a system failure. In theory, shutdowns are supposed to be checks and balances, democracy's way of controlling spending. In practice, they've become a symbol of dysfunction. Think about it. The United States, the country that prints the world's reserve currency, that funds global institutions, that preaches fiscal responsibility, can't even keep its own government open. This isn't just about money, it's about trust, the world's trust in American governance, and Americans' trust in their leaders. Every shutdown chips away at that credibility, and that's something you can't measure in billions. The world is watching, closely. When America stumbles, global markets tremble. The dollar weakens, investors flee to safer assets, and U.S. Treasury bonds, the supposed safe haven, start looking a little less safe. If Washington can't even fund its own agencies, how long before the rest of the world questions its ability to lead? Countries like China and Russia love this moment. It feeds their narrative that American democracy is messy, unstable, and outdated. And for U.S. allies already anxious over wars in Europe and the Pacific, This shutdown raises a worrying question. If Washington can't manage itself, how can it manage the world? There's another layer of damage most people never see. Science projects paused, infrastructure projects frozen, safety inspections missed, even aircraft safety checks and maintenance on critical systems are delayed, according to aviation groups. When the government stops, the machinery of progress grinds to a halt. And restarting it, that takes months and millions. Every day lost isn't just lost money, it's lost momentum. So, where does this end? A few possibilities. Congress agrees to a short-term spending patch, reopening government temporarily, a band-aid fix, or the stalemate drags on, pushing the economy toward a winter slowdown. Worst case, a repeat of 2019's record-long shutdown, but with far deeper global consequences. As of now, both parties are holding their ground. Neither wants to blink first, and the longer it lasts, the higher the cost, not just in dollars, but in faith. In a world already shaken by wars, inflation, and uncertainty, America's shutdown crisis feels like a self-inflicted wound. It's not the first, and sadly, it won't be the last. But every time it happens, the signal to the world grows louder. The problem isn't money, it's politics. And if politics keeps shutting down the world's biggest government, how long before the system itself stops working? I'm your narrator, and this is Talk Maniac, where we break down power, politics, and the hidden forces shaping our world. Like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, is America still in control, or just running out of time?